Hello again, I am Jim Bob and welcome back to Railway Empire Crossing the Andes. And I'm not entirely sure exactly what's happened, but I did complete one of my additional tasks, which was to achieve a company value of 2 million. And as soon as I did that, all that bonus cash that I had disappeared. I don't know where. I dropped in a station here, and then I hit my valuation of 2 million, and all of a sudden I'm minus $40,000. Not really sure what happened there. A little frustrating. It means I've certainly got no chance now of building a line, and I was plotting out a predicted line out this way, and it's going to cost me about $180,000. So yeah, that's not happening anytime soon. Not at all, unfortunately. So we're going to just kind of focus on what we've got. This task is going to expire. There's nothing we can do about that. But what I can do is I can make a change to this line here, like that. So that train should return to Buenos Aires, and when it does, it'll then go to Bahia Blanca, then Viedma, and then back to Bahia Blanca, and then back to Buenos Aires and start the route again. We do have some personnel available. Got a new security guard. Oh, security guard's not doing anything. We've got a conductor. Definitely want to take the conductor. We don't want a professor. But I do want to get on one of these trains here. Get a conductor in. We've got two conductors. Excellent. So let's take a look, actually. I can't afford it. That's so frustrating. Okay, so that he's not going to affect either. Okay, so Buenos Aires to Rosario. Let's get a conductor in on that one, and then get a conductor in on that one as well. Approve our passenger ratings. Now I do have this train here, which I want to put my security guard on. It's my freight train. I'm starting to make cash again, but as you can see, that is about to... this task is about to fail.
How annoying that you failed. You are fired.
Oh, and that's it. It kills us instantly. Wow. This has absolutely killed us back to the start here.
My name is William Clark, and I represent the interest of those investors who recently bought this business. Let me make one thing clear right off the bat. I am here to show you how to make business and not to hold your hand. I will give you a tight set of guidelines you should follow at all costs. However, your failure would not be that bad. Everybody is replaceable. The highest profits are coming from this passenger business, and so you will focus on that first.
Okay, so that was a brutal lesson there in in making sure that we don't fail this task. So with that in mind, we're going to restart this, and we're going to completely redo the way, or change the way we approach it. So we're just going to do small stations, single line route, and we're just going to connect as many cities together like this as we possibly can, as quickly as we possibly can. So, I need to come down here to Bahia Blanca again with a single station, and I'm having to do these one at a time. Oops. Connect up. I'm having to do these one at a time because of construction rules. And I want to try and make these routes as cheap as possible. I guess that's 200,000 for that route there. A little incline in there. That'll get it down to 192. A small station here at Viedma. And again, we need to very carefully try and manage our costs. This is going to be another very expensive route. And here it's about balancing the cost against the gradient, because we are in the early days, so we don't want horrendously expensive engines or horrendously steep inclines, because our engines just aren't going to have enough power for them. Alright, so that's 5 cities up and running already. And then I'm going to need to come up this way. We're going to have to earn some cash back before we can start doing that. I need to put my passing loops in. We're going to have to do short loops, I think. Just to save funds. So we'll put a short loop there. A short one here. Those should be long enough, I think. I hope. For another train. Again, get a little bit of space out of the station. Put another one just here. And then we want another one over here. So again, we'll come out of the station a little bit. Okay, there we go. Don't want one on the corner. And we're doing it like this with lots of small, well, I say lots, but you know, multiple small passing loops like this to save money, so that we're not building huge long stretches of tracks. I think that's probably where we went wrong the last time. Yeah, in the future we'll definitely extend it so we have, you know, full second lines like this, but for now, while cash is at a premium, we'll have to do it like this. I'm actually going to put quite a long one on that one there, because I want to put a supply tower in the middle. Right, so supply towers, I need to have a couple of these. I'm going to need one here. I'm certainly going to need one somewhere around here. Don't know if that's going to be long enough. Come back to that route in a moment. Right, and I've got to be... That's as many as I can afford to put in right now, because I've got to pay for trains. So let's get a new train in. So we're going to start here. Cordoba to Rosario to Buenos Aires. Back again. This... Oh, damn it, just cancel the changes. Start again. Cordoba to Rosario to Buenos Aires. Back to Rosario. And this wants to be passengers and mail only. Okay, add loco. There we go. Rail cars, I want a dining car and a mail car. There we go. Right. Got one there. Next one, managed train. No, new train. To run from Buenos Aires to Bahia Blanca, to Viedma, and back again. Again, we want this to be passengers and mail only. Add the locomotive, and again, in terms of rail cars, I want a dining car and a mail car. Right, so it's January and we already have 5 cities connected. This time, we're a bit better prepared. I'm going to... Market Crier, excellent. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Train personnel, office... Here we go. Oh, he's too expensive. Hopefully this train will pop in and that'll give us enough cash. A market crier will certainly help boost our towns, make them a lot more productive. Need a little bit more cash, that's not quite enough. There's our other train. We need to get these upgraded to faster locos as soon as we can. Let's also go to company. And let's look at taking out some financing as well. It's expensive. Okay, yeah, we kind of need to. Let's hire the market crier. So, comfort is for passengers, safety is for mail. We want more passengers. Okay, let's get some extra bits in now that we've got the extra cash. So, I want to make sure that Buenos Aires has a maintenance shed. There we go. I want to make sure I've got enough supply towers. I'm actually going to drop that one there. I'm going to extend these bits of track ever so slightly. So I want to take out that piece there. And I want to extend it out a bit more. There we go, that should be enough. And I want to do the same over here as well. There we go, for these supply tower routes. Let's extend this one a bit. Take that little piece out there. Take that along to about there, and then bring it in. Let's get a supply tower on there. At about the halfway point. Let's get some signals in place as well for these passing loops. There we go. Same over here. And then over here as well. Okay. How are we doing over here? So again, we need signals over here. Hope that's enough of a gap. I want to just remove those signals, try and get those squared up a bit more. That's about the halfway point. And then I'm going to want to demolish this supply tower here. Put it over the top of those signals. Change direction. There we go. So again, we'll take that out. We'll put our halfway signals in. And then we'll put a supply tower over the top of those. And I think that makes us pretty much good to go. I could do with... Let's see, where are all my supply towers? Do I need any more? So I've got one there, one there, one there, one there. So I've got enough supply towers. Now I need to start doubling up these trains. So where is this train? Manage train. Nope. Manage line. I want to clone that train. There we go. Get another one of those running. Where is my other train? There it is. So again, rail line, clone the train. Okay, so now we have 4 trains running, 2 on each section of track. That'll help, you know, bring in a more continual route, a more continual supply of cash for both passengers and mail. I hope. Let's take a look at our tasks. So we're up to 5 cities. We've done 188 passengers so far. Our company value is already halfway there. We're slowly making progress. He's slowed down, but he has hit the supply tower. So the distance, judge the distance to be just about right there. So the next expansion is going to be up here. We're going to need to run some cash for the next couple of months. Check distance on these signal points with a full-length train. Is that passing loop long enough? Yes, it is. Excellent. So all that's basically left for us to do right now is just sit and let our finances grow a bit, and as soon as we can afford it, get an extra train running on this line. This is going to be a busy line. There we go. So let's go to rail line, clone train, get an extra Kitson Maya up and running. We do have some points here. I'll take the decommission export like so. He slows down just as he hits the supply tower, so that's working as expected. He's slowing down a bit before. And the other train over there is slowing down a bit before as well. So, not perfect spacing wise, but it's not too far off. Is he broken down?
Well, the passenger trains are rolling.
No, maybe not.
You should know that my employers have invested a lot of money in this company. I will make sure that you will deliver an adequate return to them. A skimming of excess profits will be done periodically. Keep an eye on appropriate capital reserves.
Oh, chance to bid on this. And I noticed there what he said, a skimming of profits will be taken occasionally. That's why we lost so much cash. He just nicked it, basically. So, let's take a look at the new staff. We have an engineer, we're going to take him. And an auctioneer. Will enable you to start an auction for a rural business or a factory that might even belong to one of your competitors. Don't need that yet. It's a long way off. We're concentrating on passengers only. What we are going to do, though, is we are going to upgrade our trains. So we'll start with this one here. New locomotive. We're going to replace it with a Garant. And we'll get a nice little rebate on these trains. We'll do the same on this one. And this one. And this one as well. Okay, so my engineer, I want him on one of these long lines over here. Let's put him on this one here. Okay, and he's going to increase speed a bit as well, which is, again, useful on a line that's very, very long. Where's the other train? There it is. We've just got a second engineer. So let's put an engineer on this one as well. He's going to improve passenger rating and reduce maintenance requirements. Excellent stuff. We have some more skill points available. We'll increase the time passengers and cities wait. Excellent stuff. Now we need to start working our way up here for the last two cities. So let's go to a small station. Let's start planning out the line itself. So this isn't going to be cheap. I'm pretty sure if we try and go through the mountain, it's going to cost me a fortune. Yep. Money I just don't have. What if I go around the back of the lake? Tighten that up like that. So I can get that route to 181,000 like that. What about if I bring it in this way? Oh yeah, that saves even more cash, look. Alright, so we need 170,000 to link up that way. I would prefer a little bit more space pulling out of the station before we hit the turn, but I just don't have it. Okay, so I've got the cost down to 159. That's about as cheap as I can make it. So we're going to have to hope that we can get that nice and quickly. Looks as though we're going to need another passing loop along here. It's just such a long stretch. It's too far for our locomotives supply-wise. And also, they're just overlapping each other too long. We'll get onto that as soon as we can. engineer. Excellent. Let's stick him on this train here.
There are truly parts of the government that are complaining about this company. They say the company is not transporting enough freight to accelerate the development of cities. Sustainable development? Don't make me laugh. This is a modern, profit-oriented business and not a welfare society.
Okay, so we completed our link up over there. Let's get our passing loop in over here. So I'm just looking for the halfway point between the loops. It's about here. So I need 20,000. Let's get time speeding up. Get the cash coming in a little bit quicker, hopefully. Come on, give me some money. There we go. Slow time down again. So let's build the passing loop. Let's put in a new supply tower. This extra passing loop will also allow me to put a third train on this connection as well. Now I want signals. In fact, let me remove those. Do the same again. I'll take that out, get the refund. I'll put the signals in first. There we go, and then we'll put the supply tower over the top of the signals. Okay, so we can get an extra train up and running on this line as soon as we've got the cash. There we go, we've got the cash. Where is a train? There it is. So I want to go to the rail line, route options, clone the train. Excellent stuff. He's waiting for clearance because there's another train already in the station. There it is. There's our brand new train. That one we are going to... that needs to be upgraded, doesn't it? Okay, so as he comes in and tags this first signal, it should release that train. There we go. See, he's now released to come into this bit here. So even if this train has to queue and wait for this one to get through, we can get two trains in this passing loop now. And eventually, they should space themselves out a little bit if we're, if we're lucky. We'll just need to get this train upgraded so it's faster, because it's holding up the train behind at the moment. It's not able to run as fast as it could do because it's got a slower train in front of it, but there we go. He'll go through, that'll clear that train, he'll be able to move forward to the next signal block, which will be there, and then he'll sit there and wait until this one clears this set of the signals over here. So let's manage this train and upgrade the loco. Oh, just a few dollars short. Lost a little bit through costs. Come on, give me 54,000. Lost a little bit more. And losing even more. Come on. I need one of these trains to pull into a station. Just drop off a load of passengers and mail. Give me some cash. Oh, there we go. That's one train dropping in. A little bit of cash. I need more than that. I need another 3.5 grand. Let's see this. Ah, there we go. Upgrade. Excellent. And we've got the refund as well. So now we can get a train up and running on this service, which is something we desperately need to do. Let's just take a quick look at our research. Increase the number of passengers that wait. Yes. New train. And I want that to run from... no, not from there. From here. Out to there. That also wants to be passengers and mail only. Save and change. I don't quite have enough. Again. Frustrating. Speed time up. There we go. So, it's waiting for clearance at the moment because there's a train already in the station. But that will then start hitting this route, and now we just need to connect to Salter just over here. And we need 40 grand for the station. I also need to put a supply tower on here at some point. Getting the service up and running is more important right now. Look how much mail we've got. Oh, yeah, we need to manage that train, don't we? We need to put in dining car and mail car. There we go. So we've actually lost the passengers, but we've got a nice big increase in income on our mail there. So build mode. Let's get the station in. I'm just seeing a big rock just there, so let's build at that angle. Let's go to track mode. And we want to connect that here. Oh, that's trying to build a tunnel. I do not want a tunnel. Oh, it would be really steep around here, wouldn't it? Is there a shallow line through here for us to find? That's a 6% gradient. There. Okay, so we've kind of messed up with our station placement. We might have to tear that up and start again. Trying to find a place where I can build the line at low cost. So 3% gradient around there. 2% around there. Let me move that connection. There we go. It's going on that side. Ouch, I'm just seeing how expensive this line's going to be. Horrendously is the answer to that. can't find a cheap way across here, by the look of it. Ooh, I like that girder bridge. That's new. Alright, new for me anyway. I don't know if that's coming in the previous DLC, but that's new for me. Those girder bridges. I like those. Not cheap though. Okay, so we've got to cut through there. That gives me a tunnel. That's a big girder bridge again. I don't really want a girder bridge if I can help it. That brings the price down a bit. Oh, this is tough. I'm trying to find a cheap line through here. Okay, that's not too bad. 300,000. That goes around there and through there. That's horrendously expensive still, though. 300 grand. What was the cheapest I got going in on the other side? Probably more than that. Let's try this again. Let's position that there. That's 318,000. A weird sort of snake going through there. If I go this way. Drop down. That puts a 7% gradient on. That's quite a steep gradient, so let's try and increase the height a little bit. Okay, so that's a cheaper option. It's a little bit windy, and it's a little bit steep just there, but 220,000 is a lot more achievable than 320,000. So we're just going to have to kind of hope that we can raise enough cash between now and the end of the year so we can get that line up and built. Oh, just had an interest payment go out. That's not helping. Might have to take out another bond. Now we've got a stoker available. Where is my new train over here? Improve reliability on that line because there's no maintenance facilities out here. Do we have the ability to take out another bond? We do. Let's do it. It's going to cripple us with a lot of debt, but if we can get this task done...
Actually, this happened faster than expected.
Right. let's capitalize on this and get our passenger services expanded over here. So we want a passing loop about here. I'd say passing loop, passing siding, I suppose would be the right way to call it. Passing branch, maybe. It's not really a loop, is it? It's a long section as well, so we're going to want more than one. You know, at each end. We're going to want one in the middle somewhere as well. Let's put this one here. Again, I want this one to be quite a long one. And then one somewhere around here. So let's get the supply. Oh no, signals first. Must remember, always do the signals first. So let's drop in a signal there. Go multi-signal mode. Change that like that. I'm actually going to take those signals out and move them slightly. Tried to go multi-signal. Didn't work the way I wanted it to. There we go. So, let's drop a supply tower over these signals here. Signals on this passing loop. There we go, and then same at this end over here. Again, we're going to have a supply tower in the middle of this one. So about there. I just need to... There we go. And drop my supply tower there. Excellent stuff. We'll need to do something over there as well, but we'll do that in the next part because we've kind of run out of time again. So that's it from me. Thanks for watching. I am Jim Bob, and I'll be back with some more Railway Empire Crossing the Andes very soon.